Hmm.
Hi, Paul.
Salutations, Julius!
Yes. Hello.
How's it going?
Good. Yeah.
Doing good.
How you
So,
doing?
so for our listeners who don't know, we're doing a crossover event right now where this is going to be on your show and this is going to be on my show.
We're on live now.
Yep, we're live.
Cool.
So, you recently did a Star Wars episode. I recently did a Star Wars episode. Let the
Yes.
debate begin.
Okay. It sucks. We're going.
It sucks. You thought the new Star Wars episode sucks?
Well, it was. It lacked originality.
It lacked originality.
Yes. Oh, cat. Hello.
Cat? Hello, Lordy. So, I guess you fail to appreciate that, the whole generations-wise. Like, the connection between the old Star Wars and the new one. You know?
No.
That's
No.
the whole premise of the new one. Like, you just thought it was a copy of the old one.
It was. It was.
But they did that for a reason. It was showing how similar things were to the older generation. That's how it was so funny. Rey was just like Luke. Han Solo died just like Obi-Wan Kenobi. It was crazy how cycles repeat. That's what I saw when I saw the new movie.
Well, it's good. You know, they called it a sequel, not a reboot of a series.
That's one thing I did notice about you, Nikki. You try to focus on labels, like the difference between a Whovian and a Nuvian.
Yeah, it's true. Yes, Nubians are not Nubians. They're not Nubians. Sorry, no, they're not.
But, so really, I mean, who cares if it's a sequel or a reboot? It was still pretty awesome.
Because they call it a sequel. They call it the continuation of a story. It's not. You're restarting the story that we already love. And you're calling it a sequel. It's not a sequel. It bothers me that they call it a sequel.
Okay. I think that's kind of crazy, but, you know.
I've been called that multiple times, yes. I am crazy because, I'm always right.
Well, I'm one person to call you crazy, because I'm kind of crazy too.
Yeah.
So, hold on one second. For some reason, Zombie Nation just came up on my computer.
Oh.
Okay, so we're talking about it. I just told you how I saw it was generation-wise. Did you appreciate the connection where it bonded two generations? The old people got to go with the new fans, just like the Whovians got to go with the Nuvians to see this Doctor Who show.
Yeah, but, I like that they respected the past, that, we got to see Luke again, Leia, Han, and whatever. I like that. It was just, the main focus the main problem I have with this movie is that, a lot of people saying, this is a continuation of what happened after Return of the Jedi, which I was like, what are you talking about, But I do appreciate that they brought back the old characters and then they make them look like fools, like they could have done. I did like that.
Wait, so how would you say you saw the movie? Was it embarrassing or?
No, it was just, I've seen this before, There's nothing really original here, like in the prequels, It's like, oh, okay, good effects, good acting, some cool new ideas, but I've seen this before, It's like, oh, okay.
So, do you appreciate the characters? Like, you were having a problem with the prequels before, like the first three and then the trilogy. Like, tell our fans out there again, remind them, what do you think of the prequels?
They sucked. They were so bad. It's hard. It's embarrassing to think about. It's embarrassing.
But,
yes.
The reason they had to do the prequels is you get to appreciate the characters even more. You get to see Anakin become Darth Vader. You get to see why it's such a big deal that Darth Vader killed Obi-Wan Kenobi. You know?
But it was done so poorly. I mean, I know why they did it, but just so badly that, why do it at all? I would have preferred, honestly, that they just waited for that they just prolonged the prequels for as long as possible, because we got enough information from the original trilogy. We know we have a good overview of what happened, and the prequels, could have been rewritten a couple more times before they made it into a movie.
I hear you. But one of the main problems you had was with the new movie. You didn't know who Snook was. You wanted questions answered, right?
Yes.
But the thing is, we didn't have those answers to the original trilogy, to the original Star Wars, until they made the prequels. Remember? Like, who is Darth Vader? How did he became bad? And I guess that's kind of where
we kind of learned that, in Episode 5, when we learned that Darth Vader is Luke's father. We kind of learned that, Anakin, like Obi-Wan said, got seduced by the dark side.
So
we kind of know how, but we didn't know the full details.
Like, so sort of like we know Rey is somebody's daughter, but we can't figure out if she's Han Solo's or Luke's.
Yeah.
So we're gonna find that out eventually. Then we'll find out who Snook was.
What?
Then we'll find out who Snook was, how he became the Sith. I mean, they could be doing this whole episode lineup just to talk about how things came from the original trilogy to the new trilogy. Just like they did with the prequels between the original trilogy.
Let me think about that for a second. But we left off Return of the Jedi, with Empire that was quote unquote defeated, right?
Yep.
And now we have this big, this big force. What they call again? The First Order or whatever.
The First Order.
Thank you. That's right.
Hell Snook.
And they're just as powerful as the Empire, and they're more powerful than the Republic, which the Empire took over, in the prequels. If you call that. So, my only thing is, how is it that, this new world, this First Order, rebuild itself, and is even stronger than the thing they once controlled within, a short time span. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, keep in mind, remember, how much resources and money did it take to make the Death Star? Not once, not maybe even more than twice. And then the whole Republic kind of crashed. So it's amazing the Republic, the economy is still running. So if the economy in the universe is kind of weak, just like it was in Germany, that leads people to rise to power. Like, how did World War II, did Hitler become stronger than before World War I?
Even that was when they first took over the Republic. This is a new force that just grew up, and is even more powerful than the thing they once owned.
But you see, I see that they are still the same bad guys. Once they were finished, they kind of regrouped and decided, all right, we're going to be the First Order now.
I don't buy that. I know where you're coming from, but I just don't accept it.
All right. But that's my theory. There's going to be answers. They're going to answer our questions eventually.
When they do, I might change my mind about the movie. But, at the moment, my stance still stands.
And then finally, one problem I had, you said you weren't into the whole Anakin-Padme relationship?
No, I was. It was just poorly written, the whole relationship thing.
Because I'm like, Padme ex Anakin for life, Nikki. For life.
No. The whole thing was written extremely poorly. It was disgusting to watch. But original. And the key thing was original, though.
But it was so tragic. Like, I think that was even worse than what happened with Romeo and Juliet. He was trying to protect his loved one, and he actually ends up purposely killing her. You know?
It was kind of easy for him to do after he killed all those little kids.
But he was doing it to protect her. Like, I mean, nothing against the kids, but he wanted to save his wife, his loved one. So, like, your kids, your wife, what's the difference? You're gonna go save your wife.
But I'm talking about episode 2, not episode 3.
No, I'm talking about the whole franchise here.
No, because when I spoke about the love story, I was mainly referring to episode 2, in which they spent like the whole movie together on that planet. You know, falling in love, even though Anakin. All Anakin did was bitch and complain about how Obi-Wan was being a mean dick to him.
Okay, so you heard my thoughts. Do you have any questions for me that you want me to answer?
Yeah, okay. Were you happy that? Okay, cool. What is that?
That's the fish monster from the original, the prequels.
Oh, right, okay. Yes. I can't forget. Of course. Let me think. Do you know who Han Solo was before watching this movie?
Han Solo. He was just the guy running around. He was a scavenger. He was kind of crazy, stealing stuff, making all these deals. Han Solo wasn't that big a character until he ran into the rebels, you know? And that's why they had the person who played Han Solo was like, we should kill him off, and then finally they killed him off.
Yes, after they completely destroyed his character in this one.
Oh, wait. You said you had a problem with that. Nikki, I mean, your kid turned evil and killed all these kids, and how would you cope with that? I saw Han Solo going back to what he had to do.
Wait, what?
His son killed all these people, turned evil, is basically a Hitler, kind of.
Okay.
How would you cope with that? I mean, honestly, of course Han Solo would go back to what he used to do. He can't even look his wife in the face. It's horrible.
I could accept that. I could accept that. Okay, fine. I could accept that fact. It just bothers me that over the course of a visual trilogy, you build him up, you change him fundamentally. Well, not fundamentally, but you make him into this rebel, into this proper gentleman who's in love with his princess, who's no longer about me. It's about us. Into this character who's back into me again, in a couple of years. But I could buy that, I guess. I could buy that. Okay. Did you see the original movie, the 1977 one?
I've seen it, but I have not the best memory. Like, I'm waiting till I completely forget everything to watch it again,
Makes sense to me, because Andy told me that you haven't seen it, that's what.
Oh, Andrew's just going on hype. I mean, I never told Andrew I didn't see it.
That's what he told me. He never saw the originals. I'm like, what? He did Paul to number.
So I just saw the prequels and didn't see the original. I saw the Family Guy once, at least, when he took the couch.
Actually, yeah, I like that.
Oh, speaking of which, what did you think about the part? Like, my favorite part was when Han Solo was with Finn, and they're talking about how they have somebody watching the trash compactors because a long time ago, some guys escaped from there.
That was kind of cute. I love that part. Yeah.
That was hysterical to me.
That was cute. I don't hate the movie. I just don't like it that much. I'm not a hater on it. I just want to be clear. I don't hate the movie. It's okay.
Oh, there was one thing I saw that you kind of hated. Like, when I did my radio show, I said, greatest movie of all time, and you kind of resented that.
Because it's not. That's like saying Space Jam is the greatest movie of all time.
But the reason I said that is because time plus demand equals money. And remember when Star Wars first came out, it wasn't popular because they hadn't had the fan base yet. So now that their fan base grew and we're waiting for, come on, Star Wars, we want Star Wars, and then it finally comes out, it's kind of got us all hyped.
Yeah.
So time plus demand plus already a fan base. I mean, look how long it was since even they made the last one.
But what does that have to do with the movie, though?
That's the movie, the new movie. Time plus demand equals the new movie equals money.
But the product wasn't that good.
That's not what all the people say. That's just you here, Nikki.
Because they're all high on something. I don't know what, but they are. You know, they're on something, obviously. You know, that's, you know, it. That bothers me more than, you know, I don't mind, you know, like, I like Jurassic World. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that.
No?
I don't. There's a lot of movies to come out,
Chris,
dude.
what you with us that day? We saw Jurassic World.
No, it wasn't me. I wasn't there.
But that was a good movie, you know. Jurassic World got a quote-unquote sequel or a reboot right. You know, that's what a sequel should look like. Slash reboot, you know. It's the same thing combined. That did it right. This, you know, it's not, you know, I get what they were going for, but I don't know, you know. Obviously, I'm in the small minority here, but I just don't get it. You know.
Well, don't think it's a small minority, Nikki. There are still people out there. Like, you just got to find them. That then, like,
Believe me,
yeah.
they're all over YouTube. I've seen them.
So you're not alone here. Don't think that you're alone.
Well, I'm outnumbered by 10 to 1. Oh,
All right, so we've been on for like almost 15 minutes. Is there any last words you want to say or no?
How was PonyCon?
Oh my God, it was amazing. Oh, I got so much merchandise. I got a girl's number. I got 2 girls' numbers.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Even
Like,
the one in the picture was on Facebook?
oh no, I didn't put her photo up yet. She might add me on Facebook or not. I gave it to her. Like, we have a whole like kind of date thing. So I'm going on and on, man.
I see.
But let me just say, I liked PonyCon better than AnimeCon. Any of the Anime Cons I went to.
Really?
I was in such a good mood. I'm still hyped about it.
I can see that.
Yeah.
You're always hype, Paul. You know? Nothing can bring you down. Not even my negativity, but okay. I haven't, I guess. I should, you know, next year I gotta go. That's for sure. Alright.
All right. Thanks for doing this, man. I appreciate it.
Bye, Paul. I'll see you next time, I guess. Whatever that is.
All right. The sequel to the crossover.
That'd be kind of cool. I'll see you later.
See ya.